Next at 6, an unsolved murder mystery continues after an older couple is killed at random. Tonight, reaction from their family and residents still seeking justice. Plus,
Lindsay means everything to me. She's more than just my baby sister. She is my everything.
The road to recovery continues for the lone survivor of a massive warehouse fire. How she is healing more than a month after the tragedy.
And a woman is robbed in a violent encounter. What police are saying about the person who mowed her down.
Local, live, late breaking. WESH 2 News starts now.
First at 6, wicked weather is already moving through the Florida Panhandle and already affecting people in the northern part of central Florida. The same storm system spawned tornadoes across parts of the southeastern U.S. And it's also triggered several tornado watches in our local neighborhoods for the past few hours.
First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi is tracking it all, and we just got some updates. Tony.
Yeah, the tornado watch has been canceled, but Jim's right. We've had 3 severe thunderstorm warnings across our northern counties this afternoon, but some good news there on that watch. It has expired. The overall trend on the radar, Eric and I have been watching that. Certainly a weakening trend here. I'll feel a lot better once these cells here in Volusia County move offshore. Nasty cell here just moved offshore of Crescent Beach and up towards Marineland about 20-25 minutes ago. This one was severe warned on. Everything blowing off quickly to the north and east. A lot of lightning with that one. Palm Coast down towards Flagler Beach, some pretty good showers. A couple of thunderstorms here. Overall lightning here has been limited today into southern Flagler County with that crop of showers. A couple of lightning strikes northwest of Daytona Beach. Again, Deltona, pretty impressive looking thunder shower there. Racing to the north and the east at about 30 to 40 miles an hour. Orlando downtown looking pretty good. We'll watch the 429 over towards the turnpike as more showers roll in off the Gulf of Mexico a little bit later on. And then as we work our way to the south, things are in pretty good shape for now.
All right, Tony, thank you. The line of storms caused more problems for passengers across the state today as once again airports were impacted. The FAA announcing flights crossing the Panhandle into Central and South Florida would be delayed on average of 3 hours, or they would reroute them completely due to thunderstorms. Now, if you've got a flight to catch, double check with your airline to see if your departure time has been changed. And remember, our WESH News weather team is working around the clock to keep you up to date on the latest changes to our forecast. For the very latest details, go ahead and download the WESH 2 app and turn on the alerts for any breaking updates.
Folks in a local neighborhood remain on edge after an older couple is found murdered inside their home. The police chief says it was a random attack. No suspects have been arrested, although a person of interest is in custody. WESH 2's Dave McDaniel has the latest on the investigation and how the community is responding.
Cocoa police have now arrested a man accused of living with his dead mother's body. Officers tell us that 53-year-old Robert Rolender is now charged with failure to report a death and neglect of an elderly person. Police say they were called to a home on Otterbein Avenue over the weekend to do a welfare check, and that is when they found Kathleen Rolender dead inside. Police say a neighbor called them after he stopped hearing the beeping from her breathing device next door, something he normally always hears.
An Orange City man is accused of locking 3 tenants inside their garage apartment and threatening to shoot them if they come out. 66-year-old Lawrence Cohen is charged with 3 counts of false imprisonment and resisting arrest after he got into a confrontation with the 3 people living in the garage apartment attached to his home. The tenants claim Cohen wedged their only exit door shut and threatened to kill them. Cohen was tasered during his arrest and is being held on $16,000 bond.
A Winter Garden police officer is recovering after allegedly being hit by a suspect's vehicle. Officers say 27-year-old Malik Smith is now charged with battery on an officer, resisting arrest, and criminal mischief. That is after police say he walked into a gas station on Colonial Drive Monday night, destroyed several display cases inside, and then ripped a light fixture out of the ceiling and left. Police say he did come back, but while they were talking to witnesses, he tried to quickly drive away, and that is when they say he hit one of the officers with his car. He was later arrested by a different officer during a traffic stop.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office says a man was arrested after crashing his car and running from deputies. Deputies say they attempted a traffic stop yesterday near County Road 304 and Old Hawk Creek Road. The vehicle sped up and plowed into farm fields to get away before crashing. The driver then took off running and was found hiding in a palmetto thicket. Deputies say he had 2.77 grams of ecstasy and a hypodermic needle in his pocket. 30-year-old James Roy Baggett is facing multiple charges, including aggravated fleeing with injury or damage, leaving the scene of a crash with injury, and possession of MDMA. Baggett is being held on no bond.
It has now been over a month since a deadly fire erupted at a warehouse in Orange County where fireworks were stored. 5 people were rushed to the hospital, 4 of whom died. Today, WESH 2's Marlene Martinez checked in with the family of the sole survivor who still has a very long road to recovery ahead.
Commissioners in Daytona Beach are set to vote tonight on new hours of operation for hookah lounges in the city. The businesses are currently allowed to stay open as late as they want, as long as they don't serve alcohol. New regulations would require smoking lounges to close at midnight unless they have an extended hours permit. The police department supports the new regulations, saying officers have responded to several calls to hookah lounges for public intoxication, fights, shootings, and other crimes. We're bringing the latest on the vote tonight at 10 and 11. There's a new unique bar here in Central Florida serving all of your favorite drinks, but it's making news for what's missing from every single cocktail. We spoke with the owner of the Bandbox Orlando, and he told us why this concept is perfect if you're planning to cut back on alcoholic drinks for what's known as Dry January. The Bandbox is on Orange Avenue in Ivanhoe Village. It's a booze-free motif. It's the first of its kind in the City Beautiful. The owner expects more people to come by this month due to Dry January and New Year's resolutions.
We're not trying to turn anyone into a non-drinker. We just want to give you another option and another, alternative on your way to maybe just developing a healthier lifestyle.
The bar offers 9 different cocktails and uses alternative and distilled spirits for all of them. The owner says it's all about the experience, creating something anyone can enjoy. We have put their information plus more on Dry January at WESH.com.
I can dig it. All right, there's still no winner for the Mega Millions after last night's drawing, which means the jackpot has now jumped to almost $1 billion. Hello. The current estimated jackpot is now $940 million with a cash option of more than $480 million. Last night's winning numbers, take a look, 25, 29, 33, 41 and 44 with a mega ball of 18. No ticket matched all 6 winning numbers, but 6 tickets matched the first 5 numbers, winning the lottery's second highest prize of $1 million each. The next drawing is Friday night. We, of course, will bring you the winning numbers on WESH News at 11.
Next at 6, an older woman is robbed, knocked down by a speedy attacker, and left lying on the ground.
The very latest on her condition and the search for a suspect. Next.
Look, weather's personal. When I get to work, I'm thinking about you and how the weather impacts your day. That's why I bring your forecast into focus, so you can clearly see what the day looks like. Whether on TV or chatting with you on Facebook Live, I'm always here to let you know if storms are on the way or if it's a great day to get outside with family and friends. Because keeping your forecast in focus is personal. I'm your chief meteorologist, Tony Manoff.
Police in Castleberry are looking for the person who stole a 76-year-old woman's purse. But the way this robbery went down just might make your blood boil.
WESH 2's Christina Watkins is in Seminole County with the very latest from the police on this investigation. The Sea Turtle Healing Center at the Brevard Zoo has welcomed its first patient of the year. Take a look. This is Spicy Hawaiian, a sea turtle that was found floating in the ocean near Port Canaveral. Spicy Hawaiian here was brought to the healing center with symptoms of stiffness and loss of appetite. Officials say the turtle has been given a regimen of medication and is well on the road to recovery.
Step outside today, notice 2 things. Humidity off the charts, and that wind coming out of the south was really stirring things up.
It was, Tony. What's the latest?
So anytime we get that wind, it has a very good observation, by the way, out of the southwest this time of the year. You know you're going to get thunderstorms. That's kind of one of the precursors, and that's what we had today. I think that threat's diminishing, though, guys. Now, certainly some good news there. Let me take you back outside. As you can see, still coming down the rain anyway, up towards the Ocala Square, as they're still in the holiday spirit up there. There's the front. It is moving in to the north and west of the Big Bend there, and will arrive here tomorrow. This is all prefrontal action. The front is right about in here, and that will be arriving Central Florida tomorrow morning, first north and west, early afternoon, late morning, the metro areas, and then offshore by about 3 or 4 o'clock. So today, a lot of activity here, and you can see some showers and some thunderstorms trying to redevelop here through Volusia County. There's Palm Coast. Remember, the temperatures are still in the upper 70s to near the 80-degree mark, so we have the instability still there, but the biggest core of the storms thus far has moved offshore of Flagler County, where we had that severe thunderstorm warning up towards northern Flagler County a short while ago. Flagler Beach, Bunnell, some pretty good downpours here. That is extending and building Once again, up I-4, coming at you. Daytona Beach, Port Orange. You had one round come through. You're not done yet. You've got another round building off towards your south and the west. Look at DeLand, over towards Deltona. Geneva had a couple of showers going by to the north and the east. Metro areas for now are quiet, but you look off towards the west, there is some hint of some moisture trying to build back towards the east northeast along that front, and that's what we'll continue to monitor. Wildwood Lake Panasoffkee, we're putting this red fan on not to denote that there's severe weather coming, but to denote that there's some gusty winds and some rain headed your way. Lisbon back towards Leesburg and Tavares, we'll continue to monitor that there for you. Down towards Kissimmee, Celebration, over towards Champions Gate, looking pretty quiet for the time being, as is the case Melbourne and Palm Bay. And in town in the upper 40s for the race here tomorrow morning, upper 60s to around 70. Few showers around, nothing significant. Gorgeous weather though as we head into Friday. Temperatures then running about 52 degrees for the runners. Let's take a look down at that updated 7-day forecast. Simply splendid as we get you into Friday, Saturday and Sunday despite the cool mornings in the upper 40s to the lower 50s. Kendra?
Hey, Tony, thanks. Coming up ahead in sports, the Magic return to action after a couple days of rest. Hear how this team is hitting the reset button heading into the next stretch. Plus, we have the latest update on Bill safety Damar Hamlin's health. Those details from the team coming to you after the break.
WESH 2 Sports is sponsored by Mullinax Ford, Florida's largest Ford retailer, where you always get your price up front and never pay a dealer fee. Now, WESH 2 Sports, sponsored by Mullinax Ford.
The Magic managed to squeeze in 2 off days along with a couple of practices since their December 30th game. And players say off days like that come at a premium in the league. Hello, I'm Kendra Douglas. Magic players took advantage of that time to prepare for the Oklahoma Thunder and look at this break as a way to start fresh ahead of a 5-game road stretch. All right, well, stay with us. More to come after the break.
Closed captioning sponsored by Morgan & Morgan. Dial #law on your cell phone.
Coming up tonight at 11, we're taking a deeper look into the arrest of a Cocoa man who police say was living with his dead mother's body.
Robert Rolander was arrested on Sunday. Tonight, our own Anika Hope is speaking with investigators about what led up to this arrest and the charges he is now facing.
And Daytona Beach leaders are set to vote on an ordinance changing regulations for hookah bars. We have the results of that vote, what it means for the hookah bars, their customers, and the surrounding neighborhoods tonight on WESH 2 News at 11. And that's our report for tonight. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt is next.
We will see you again tonight at 10 and 11, but we are always online at WESH.com and by simply using our free WESH News mobile app. See you tonight.